I hope you strapped your belt on tight, young adventurer, because there is work to do here in Northshire, and I don't mean farming. The Stormwind Guards are hard-pressed to keep the peace here, with so many of us in distant lands and so many threats pressing close. And so we're enlisting the aid of anyone willing to defend their home and their alliance. If you're here to answer the call, then speak with my superior, Marshal McBride. He's inside the abbey behind me. Ah, good. Another volunteer? We're getting a lot of you these days. I hope it's enough. The human lands are threatened from without, and so many of our forces have been marshaled abroad. This, in turn, leaves room for corrupt and lawless groups to thrive within our borders. It is a many-fronted battle we wage, adventurer. Gird yourself for a long campaign. Your first task is one of cleansing, adventurer. A clan of kobolds have infested the woods to the north. Go there and fight the kobold vermin you find. Reduce their numbers so that we may one day drive them from Northshire. Egan Peltskinner is looking for someone to hunt wolves for him. That's good news because we're seeing a lot more wolves in Northshire Valley lately. If you're interested, then speak with Egan. He's around the side of the abbey to the left. That's true. I'm looking for someone to hunt me some wolves. Are you that person? I hate those nasty timber wolves, but I sure like eating wolf steaks. Bring me tough wolf meat and I will exchange it for something you'll find useful. Tough wolf meat is gathered from hunting the timber wolves and young wolves wandering the Northshire country.
Ah, the beauty of Shadow Glen never ceases to delight my senses. Greetings, adventurer. I am Conservator Ilthalane. My purpose in Shadowglen is to ensure that the balance of nature is maintained. The spring rains were particularly heavy this year, causing some of the forest's beasts to flourish, while others suffered. Unfortunately, the night saber and thistleboar populations grew too large. Shadowglen can only produce so much food for the beasts. Journey forth, young adventurer, and thin the boar and saber populations so that nature's harmony will be preserved. Thank goodness you are here, adventurer. Strange news has traveled to me through the whisperings of the forest spirits. The mysterious woodland protector, Tarindrella, has returned to Shadowglen. The Dryad's presence has not been felt in the forests of Kalimdor in years. Something is surely amiss if she has journeyed back to this land. Seek out Tarindrella and see what business she tends to in our grove.
I do not see the warrior spirit within you, child.
What can I... Ah! Well, aren't you a sturdy-looking one? Perhaps you can assist me with a thing or two. Not much help around here except for green apprentices, and they've other things to worry about. What do we have here? You look as though you might need something to keep your hands warm, HM. I'll tell you what would help. A pair of nice warm gloves. And being the kind soul that I am, I'd be more than happy to provide you with a suitable pair. I've one condition, however. I need you to go get me some wolf meat. Nice arrangement, HM. You bring me some wolf meat, and I'll make sure you don't lose any digits to frostbite. Well, what do you say? Ah, wonderful. The wolf meat should do nicely. Oh, don't worry, adventurer. I wouldn't forget my part of the bargain. Here, one of these should fit you. While you were helping me out, this memorandum was given to me to pass on to you. Take some time to read it when you have a chance. I'm thinking it came from the mage trainer Marek. Take a gander at it and go find him inside Anvilmar when you've a chance. I don't suppose you'd be willing to do a favor for me, lad. A stack of letters came through the pass today, but I don't have the time to send them along. They're all addressed to Talon Kenai. You can find him to the west down the road. He's set up camp next to the frozen lake. What do you say? Do you? Nothing like a day of boar hunting, eh? Though here in Coldridge Valley there are so many boars it almost takes the fun out of it. No need to get them charging. They're all angry and ready without any help. In fact, recently there have been so many boars in the area, it's become dangerous for me to do my daily hunting. Long story short, if you could help me kill some of the boars, I would appreciate it.
Greetings.
Greetings! I'm a gnome mage trainer, and you're a mage! Oh, yeah! Arcane arts! Of course! Here's what you need to know, adventurer! Don't get into too much trouble. Save some coin to buy me an ale, or any spells you might want. And stay the heck away from Gnomeregan. Other than that, have a good day. I'll be here if you need me, or want to trade, or whatever. We drove the trogs out of Gnomeregan, but then it all went so horribly wrong! Now our home is completely irradiated, and we gnomes have been scattered all over Dunmorrow. In my haste to get away from the radiation, I lost all my personal belongings and tools. It was the trolls that got them. They stole my chest, my box, and my bucket of bolts. They took them back to their camp southwest of Anvilmar. I'm no adventurer. Could you find my things and bring them here to me, please? Hey! Huzzah! You found them! You're an absolute savior, my friend. Here, it's not much, but it's something for the trouble I've put you through. Thank you!
About time you woke up. We were ready to toss you into the fire with the others, but it looks like you made it. I am Mordo, the caretaker of the Crypt of Deathnell. And you are the Lich King's slave no more. Speak with Shadow Priest Sarvis in the chapel at the base of the hill. He will tell you more of what you must know.
No other race on Azeroth has suffered as much as our people, adventurer. To laugh in the face of death has become second nature for all of us.
Another of the Walking Dead HM?
Must have been quite a shock, waking up in the crypt with only the cold and Mordo to greet you. I see the confusion on your face. Let me try to explain our situation to you. We have been freed from the control of the Lich King by our new leader, Lady Sylvanas. The Dark Lady guides us in our war against the hated Scourge and the holdouts of humanity who dog our every step.
We Forsaken are at war with the Lich King's army of the Scourge, necromantically raised armies of the Undead, foul beasts of the north, and tormented specters. The northern part of the village has become overrun with the mindless ones, and they must be destroyed. Destroy them. Show them no mercy. Our former brothers and sisters, as they might be. The fallen are nothing but the Lich King's slaves.
Greetings, child. I can see that you are still young in the ways of the warlock. Power still eluding your grasp. I can sense your eagerness to learn, and you will learn. There is no strength in ignorance. Knowledge is our greatest power. Through its application, we can control the chaotic magics and beings of the void, bending them to our will. I will show you how to bind a servant to your will. But first, you must bring me 3 skulls of the rattle-cage skeletons near the abandoned smithy.
Peace, friend. You have a promising air about you and will prove yourself to the tribe. Perhaps someday soon, you will be welcomed into the great city of Thunder Bluff. But before that can happen, you must prove yourself to my father, Chief Hawkwind. Up here on Red Cloud Mesa, we pride ourselves on keen hunting skills. Tauren hunt out of necessity and for sport. Our supply of meats has run low, and we require feathers for clothing. Hunt the nearby plain striders, and prove yourself by resupplying the village. All members of the tribe share in the harmony of life. We live together and work together. Our commitment to one another carries with it a high degree of responsibility. I ask of you now a humble task. My mother set out this morning to fetch water from the well to the southeast of Naracha. It has been quite some time now. Perhaps you could check on her for me while I attend to tribal matters here.
You traveled all this way just to help an old woman? My, aren't you a keeper? I have traveled many paths through life, and these old legs lack the vigor they once had. I can still perform my duties to the tribe. Sometimes it just takes an old woman a little longer to do the task, but you look like an eager adventurer. Let's put some of that youthful vitality to the test. Take a water pitcher from the well and bring it to my son, the chief, in Camp Narache. Remember that even the most humble task can gain the recognition of elders.
You carried this pitcher back at the Great Mother's bidding, I see. Your willingness to help others and provide for the Tauren of Camp Narachi leads me to believe you would make the tribe proud in Thunderbluff someday. Your willingness to perform a humble task for the Tauren of Narach and your eagerness to learn are noble traits, adventurer.
Finally, you are of age, adventurer, of age to battle in the name of the Horde, to conquer for the glory of the War Chief. Yes, you will do nicely. No doubt you wish to find a great dragon or demon and strangle it with your bare hands. But perhaps it would be wise to start on something less dangerous. Report to Gornek. He should be able to assign a task better suited to a young adventurer. You will find Gornek in the den to the west. Another one of Kaltunk's recruits, A sorry state of affairs we find ourselves in if this is the best the Horde can produce. No matter. By the time we think you're ready to leave the valley, you'll be a proud adventurer of the Horde.
The first order of business will be to put a little strength in your backbone. I could send you out to the Barrens to hunt Kodo, but well, in all honesty, you're more useful to us alive than dead. I believe you would find a good match with the mottled boars you'll find to the north of here.
The Valley of Trials will temper even the weakest into a warrior worthy to join the Horde. Those who cannot rise to its tests will be left to bake in the scorching desert sun.
From your description of the beast, I believe you must be speaking of Sarkoth. It is no wonder that Hanazua was overtaken by it. Aid will be dispatched to him immediately. Trouble yourself no more with Hanazua's plight. However, I must say, I am most impressed to hear that you brought Sarkoth to death. It is a feat to be proud of, adventurer. And that you would fight for a stranger's honor while other tasks occupied your time, your own honor is heightened.
I trust the Valley of Trials will teach you much, young adventurer. I was sent to the valley to guide you, but I have discovered a growing taint here. A group that calls itself the Burning Blade has a coven here in the Valley of Trials. They are skulking in a cave to the northeast, and their vile familiars have spilled from its mouth to cause havoc. As your first task against the Burning Blade, I bid you defeat these familiars, slay many, and if you survive, return to me.
The Burning Blade is not seen here in Senjin, but their evil has taken seed off the coast, on the Echo Isles. The orcs are friends of the Darkspear trolls. Honorable friends. We want to help the orcs, but we need help too.
Although my eyes fail me, I still can see clearly enough. More often I must rely on my alchemical skills to aid me in magics that once came easily. But I refuse to take on an apprentice. No troll or orc worthy enough has ever come forward. Are you worthy? Yes, of course you are. Of course you think you are. I need a few things. Will you get them for me? I need intact Makrura eyes and vials of crawler mucus. You can find them on any Makrura or crawler in Durotar. We shall speak again soon.
I hear the voice of my brother Minshina calling to me in my dreams. He was taken by Zalazane, the warlock on the Echo Isles to the east, and he is dead. But death is not freedom for my brother. Minshina's spirit was trapped within his own skull by Zalazane's magics. In my dreams, I see it with other skulls, in a circle of power on the largest Echo Isle. As long as it remains there, my brother's soul is doomed. Please, adventurer, find the circle and retrieve Minshina's skull. Bring it to me. Free him. The witch doctor Zalazane dwells on the Echo Isles to the east. They are the isles we once called home. From there he sends his trolls to the mainland, to hex our people and drag more of them under his sway. He must be stopped. Defeat Zalazane and his minions, former Darkspear trolls now lost to us. Bring me his head and I will know his reign of evil is over. We at Senjin Village are not without our own troubles, and we thank you for your aid. But the news you bring regarding the Burning Blade could be trouble for everyone. There is an orc stationed at Razor Hill, Orgnal Soulscar, who polices Durotar from evils such as the Burning Blade. Go to Orgnil and tell him of our plight, as well as your news from the Valley of Trials. He will want to know these things. Razor Hill lies to the north.
Many of the hides we use come from Durotar tigers. Adventurer, blankets, armor. tense. There are a great many reasons we hunt the beasts, and many reasons we let them thrive at the same time. The time has come for us to cull the flock, so to speak. Our numbers grow, and our needs are beginning to overwhelm our stocks. I need more hides if I'm to prepare suitable goods for our people. Bring me 4 Durotar tiger furs, and I shall reward you. You can find them on the islands south of here. Lower your voice, adventurer. The Kolkar centaurs lie just over the ridge to the west in Kolkar Crag. Last night while they were raiding, I snuck into their village and discovered that the dirty beasts have a 3-tiered attack planned on the trolls and orcs of Durotar. We mustn't let their invasion come to fruition. Perhaps you can muster the might needed to infiltrate Kolkar Crag and destroy their attack plans. Last I saw, they had divided them up amongst 3 of their leaders.